If you are constantly unhappy with your partner, I want to tell you a story. Now, this story is about a man who didn't believe in love. This was just an ordinary man like you and me. But what made this man special was his way of thinking. He believed that love doesn't exist. He had a lot of experience trying to find love. He had observed people around him. Much of his life had been spent in searching for love to conclude that love doesn't exist. Wherever this man went, he would tell people that love is nothing but an invention of poets and invention of religions to control the weak minds of people, to manipulate people. This man was highly intelligent and very convincing. He read a lot of books, he graduated from the best universities, and he was a respected scholar. He could stand in any public place or in front of any kind of people, and his logic was very strong. What he said was that love is just like a drug. It gives you a high, but it creates a strong need. You become addicted to love. And what happens when you don't receive the daily doses of love? You feel restless, just like drugs. He later on explained the relationship between lovers like drug addict and drug supplier. The one who has biggest need of love is the addict, and the one who has little need of love is the one who provides it. The one who has little need of love controls the relationship. The drug addict who has the biggest need lives in this constant fear that perhaps he will not receive the next dosage of love or drugs. He thinks that, what am I gonna do if she leaves me? The fear makes him possessive, and as a result, at times he becomes demanding and jealous. The man went on explaining everyone that while love doesn't exist, what humans call love is nothing but a fear relationship based on control. He believes that people make a number of promises before marriage but fail to fulfill each promises in the marriage. They stay together because they're afraid to be alone, and they fear what would people think of them, their opinions, their judgments. Hence, love doesn't exist. Now one day, this man was taking a walk in the park and he saw a beautiful lady crying on the bench. The man became curious, so he went to her to see if she's okay. He asked her that why is she crying? She said, I'm crying because love doesn't exist. He became happy that that's nice, a woman who doesn't believe in love. I have to know more about her. So he sat with her and asked that, why do you think love doesn't exist? She said, it's a long story, but I got married at a very young age. We even had kids. So before marriage, everything was fine. Everything was amazing. It was beautiful. There was love, there was respect. But soon, everything changed. She said that she had to stay all day at her home to take care of her kids, while her husband was busy developing his career. Soon, they stopped spending time with each other. They stopped caring for each other. They stopped respecting each other. And the love between them died. And they got separated because of that. To which she believed that love doesn't exist. Now this man embraced her. That yes, you are right. I believe the same. Love doesn't exist. And soon they started talking more about it, and they became the best of friends. They respected each other. They never tried to pull each other down. There was no envy, no jealousy, no possessiveness. It was a beautiful relationship. When they were together, they had a lot of fun. When they weren't together, they missed each other. Now one day, the man was out of town, and he got this weirdest idea that, what if what I feel for her is love? But it's different from what I have experienced before. I don't feel the need that I have to take care of her. She doesn't rely on me. There is no control, there is no possessiveness, there is no envy or jealousy. It's so pure. Maybe love exists. He couldn't wait to go back to her and express her feelings and tell her that love exists. So as soon as the man went to her and said that, you know what, I feel that what I feel for you is love. She said, I feel the exact same way. In fact, I've been feeling this way since very long time. But since you were clear that there is no love, I thought let's stick to that. And so they both become happy that they love each other. And they soon started living with each other. They respected each other. There was no control. There was no negativity. And it was a beautiful relationship. They both were immensely happy. The man's heart was so full of love that one night a miracle happened. He was sitting and looking at the stars, and he found the most beautiful star. His love was so big that the star started coming towards him, and soon the star was in his hands. And then the second miracle happened. The man was so happy that his soul merged with the star. He was intensely happy, and so he decided that he will go to that woman and put the star on her hands to prove his love. And so as soon as the man put his star on her hands, she felt this moment of doubt. It was uncomfortable and overwhelming for her. And soon the star fell off from her hands and broke into a million pieces. They fell apart after that. Now again, this was a man who didn't believe in love. So what does this story tell you? Whose mistake was it? You wanna guess? The mistake was on the man's part because he thought that he could give the woman his happiness. The star was his happiness, and he put that star into her hands. He put his happiness on her hands. And whenever you will put your happiness into someone else's hand, sooner or later they are gonna break it. The woman understood this, and so she dropped the stars because she could not be responsible for his happiness. It was too risky. Happiness never comes from outside us. It always comes within. His happiness was a result of his love. He was happy because of all the love that was pouring out of him. She was happy because of all the love that was coming out from her. And this is what I want you to understand. Take care of them, help them grow, support them, but don't make them the reason for you to be happy. Because as I said, your partner is not responsible for your happiness. Happiness is not the fundamental of relationship, it is the fundamental of life. If you got even 1% value from this video, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and most important, subscribe. Farewell.